Hi Aquarius, happy Sunday. It is Ray. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome to the family. I am here with your August 2025 reading. Just give me a moment. I'm still getting it together, okay? But happy Sunday, happy August. The Aquarius full moon did peak yesterday. So happy Aquarius full moon. We're in the shadow for until the 12th. We're in the post shadow of the Aquarius full moon till the 12th. So, hi. All right. I'm going to ring the bell, burn some sage, pray, and we'll get into it. Okay? Okay. It's supposed to rain today. Rain is on the forecast. I got up early to handle my business to avoid the rain, and I got rained on when rain was not on the forecast. So we'll see if that connects to you somehow, some way. All right, I'm about to ring the bell. Okay. Let's us pray. Some of y'all could be going to church this month or thinking about it. All right. Aquarius. God, divine source, angels, ancestors, guides, universe, thank you for allowing me to guide Aquarius placements on their August 2025 monthly reading. Monthly reading. Thank you for allowing me to be a clear guide, clear channel, clear vessel as I speak to them on what to expect as the month unfolds. God, please bless each and every heart and soul that taps into this energy with me whenever they are guided to do so. Allow us all to be divinely guided and divinely led. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Thank you for divine insight. Thank you for divine foresight. Gratitude, Ashe. I laughed because when the air came on, I was just getting the message of relax, okay? You need to relax. All right? All right, so where are we going to start this rising? But today is August 10th, 2025. It's 10:53 a.m. East Coast time. Just saw 234 on the timer. So, yeah, relax. Everything is in order, divine order. All right, Aquarius, August 2025. What's the vibes? Okay. You have the King of Swords in reverse, the Knights of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, there's something Spirit is asking you to come out of your head about. Literally, the Nine of Swords, come out of your head. What are you stressing about? The song that's coming up for you is Heather Headley, Me Time. Aquarius, August 2025. I feel like it's overdue. What's going on? So you're experiencing dissatisfaction somehow. You're heavily in your head about something. And again, Spirit is asking you to relax, come out of your head. There's something that you're not trusting. You're not trusting the process of something. You're not trusting the growth of something. You're not trusting the... it's like, you know, the battle may be lost, but it doesn't mean the war is lost. And there may be some battles that you are facing right now, and you feel like the war is lost, and it's not. It's just a battle. It's like a small battle within a war, but it feels like a heavy weight to you just based on how this energy is coming out. Aquarius. Hold on. Sorry. Okay. Aquarius. Anything else? Finally. Finally. Yes, everything is fine. Finally. Thank you. Okay. So, Aquarius, I saw this card when we started, and we're finishing with the Knight of Swords. So, again, you're being asked, I'm going to say this probably the entire reading, okay? Because I'm already being repetitive with it, and we've been here 5 minutes, okay? Spirit is asking you to come out of your head about something, relax, okay? It's all going to work out. We saw 2, 3, 4. Everything is in divine order. It may not feel that way. It may not, in your physical reality, reflect that energy, but you're ending with everything is fine. In this deck, there's 2 Ten of Swords, okay? The Ten of Swords and the everything is fine. This is an extra card, so all is well. Now you have the King of Swords in reverse, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, the Nine of Swords upright, the Seven of Pentacles upright, the Six of Wands in reverse, the Three of Wands in reverse, and it starts to shift with this Six of Pentacles upright, and then you have the Five of Cups in reverse, followed by everything is fine, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 cards. We're in a 9 year. I just want to point out that the 2 cards that are upright side by side is this Nine of Swords and Seven of Pentacles. So September 7th could be a date for you, even though we're covering August. I just want to point that out. What's coming up more so feels like a worry versus a reality for some of you. Because the Nine of Swords represents the worry. The Knight of Pentacles being in reverse with the Seven of Pentacles upright and the Six of Pentacles upright is telling me that something that you're worried about is not a truth in your current reality, okay? It's like there's a false narrative somewhere. This could be, a certain cycle mentally. I'll make sure my door was locked. I don't know what that sound was. Okay, there could be something mentally that you're struggling to overcome. Because you have 3 pentacles here, this could have to do with poverty, lack mindset. You could be, you could be some of you could be paycheck to paycheck, but still able to sustain somehow, some way. Like you know how to make a dollar work is basically what I'm trying to say. The King of Swords is something that you are dealing with mentally. This is heavy mental because you start with mental energy, you're ending with mental energy. So, and this could just be with Mercury retrograde specifically. It goes direct tomorrow. But we experienced the pre-shadow 2 weeks before and the post-shadow 2 weeks after. So the energy is still lingering even though Mercury is direct tomorrow. But at the same time, as mentioned, you have 9 cards here. So this could be a reflection of 2025. Just figure out where it fits for you personally. King of Swords being reversed is not being able to, it's either, again, overcome something mentally, or it's like you're not able to come up with a solution to a problem that has been ongoing. With 9 being here, something is coming to an end, okay? With the Knight of Pentacles being in reverse, you're wanting something to move faster. And that's being iterated with the Seven of Pentacles, discontentment. It's, when I say move faster, I feel like you're wanting something to grow faster, build faster. I don't know what's going on with your dreams. I feel like your dreams could be contributing to even more confusion that you're experiencing. Feels like in reality though, you're very dissatisfied. You are feeling like, I don't, I'm trying to avoid saying this, but some of you are feeling like a failure somewhere in your life. Like you feel like you should be further along. Based on what metric? I don't know. But you do feel like, again, with that energy, the war is not lost, okay? But with the Three of Wands being in reverse, you feel restricted somehow. It's like you can't live life how you want to. You can't be out and about how you want to. Like you have limitations. You have restrictions. And with the Six of Pentacles being here, it just feels like help is coming, but this help is more so solution based. Like this gift that's being handed to her is a solution, okay? Five of Cups, now you're starting to see brighter days. And then it's like, this is like looking back and realizing that the whole time all was well, you know? But to see that reality of all is well is very difficult. Some of you could really be alone. Like you could be doing shit on your own. You could not have the help, not have the assistance, not have friends, not have family, not have tribe. There's something that you don't have. It's very obvious. And I feel like with this Six of Pentacles, whatever you don't have, it's coming in to be given to you. Let's see. What else? Yeah, the Queen of Cups, emotional fulfillment. Some of y'all feel it in my chest, but it's like some of you, like everything is okay and you just need a hug. And to hear that, like to hear someone say that, you know, I don't know, it feels like you just need to be embraced and told that. It could be a simple fix, but it's like the people, how do I say this? The energy that you would want to embrace you and exchange that for you, it's like if they are not okay, you don't want it from them. And I get that respectfully. But if they are okay and, you know, they've been through some experiences in life and they ended up being okay, like never thought they would make it out of some shit. Like just as an example, that's the energy that you would receive from. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. Let's repull. I hope it does though. The Seven of Pentacles is still out here. So she has 7 pentacles, but she's focused on 5. So there's an issue with lack here. Lack of fulfillment, lack of money, lack of fun. 13 minutes. Yeah, 13. Something is changing. Lack of being outside. For some of you, it's like, I don't know. Some of you may really be like plant moms, plant dads, right? And it's like you have this desire to grow. You could desire to have your own garden, herb garden, farm, whatever the case may be. But there's a struggle there. It's like you struggle to the survival, the long-term survival of a plant is a struggle for you. But anywho, so clarifying the 7 of Cups, we have the 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. There is emotional fulfillment coming in for sure. This really could be in September though. And whatever energy that I have been describing for the last 14 minutes could have started in July with the 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, 2 of Swords in reverse, meaning clarity is coming in. You're going to see how the battle does not mean the war is lost. I had to make sure I said that correctly. Yeah, 5 of Wands in reverse, conflict is over. Page of Pentacles, you're moving forward anew. I've been saying that word anew all throughout August, and I don't use that in my daily vocabulary, so yeah. So whatever it is that you are, I don't feel like you're putting yourself out there with whatever it is that you are seeking and or, struggling with lack in regards to. So going back to, some of you could truly be alone, comfortable in your own energy. But then it's like, that's cool. But social interaction is healthy. And when we don't have that, it can become unhealthy. I mean, you're Aquarius, so you're meant to connect with the collective. But if you don't know how, or if you don't put yourself out there to learn how, then what is getting accomplished, We're starting with your energy being inside, and then we're ending with your energy needing to be outside. Which I feel like is not the first time I've said this to you recently. Anything else with this Nine of Cups? Okay. Yeah, Five of Pentacles in reverse. When it comes to practical matters, earthly matters, you may not have been okay in the past, but you're okay right now. And again, as we started this, Spirit wants you to relax and know that, like, that's not happening. Yeah, the Four of Cups. You're not receiving that energy at all. It's like there's no reason for you to be unhappy at this time. And whatever it is you don't have, go get it. But you're not fucking with people right now. You're not. Two of Cups in reverse, Three of Cups. You, Eight of Pentacles on the bottom. You are not a people person at this time. You're very sheltered with your energy. Maybe at this, it's like August for you is money is the motive and nothing else. And that's the problem. Yeah. It's like you are, I don't want to say missing your blessings, but it's not missing. You're definitely delaying. That's the word. You're delaying your blessings with the Six of Swords being in reverse, followed by the King of Cups. What's the root of this energy for Aquarius? I understand. Anything else? Yeah, okay. Yeah, Three of Swords. So there's definitely a need to change your perspective about something. Again, that energy of worry is very strong. But you have the Five of Cups in reverse with the Hanged One, which is the Hanged Man. It's the Hanged One in this deck. The root of this is you just don't want to ever be without. I feel like in the past you haven't been able to truly, like, people have not came through, like they haven't been dependable, they haven't been reliable. It's like when shit got real, they scatter like roaches, So now you're in this energy of, as long as I got me, I'm good, which is a fact, okay? That is a true fact for you, Aquarius. But Spirit is saying there needs to be a time where the past is left in the past. And to know that as long as you are doing what you need to do to take care of yourself, there's no need to be concerned in that aspect. Like, God got you. And I feel like that's been affirmed for you as well, that God has always had you. However, moving forward, with leaving the past in the past, there really needs to be a perspective shift about people. I feel like I don't know, it's like you view everyone in the world as an op because of whatever this Three of Swords is for you. And everyone in the world is not your op. It's just not true. And if you feel like that, then maybe you're in the wrong environment, the wrong city, the wrong state, the wrong fucking country. But it really is time to find your people. And again, whatever you are struggling to overcome in regards to whatever you're worried about, it just feels like you need to be poured into. But if you're always in four walls, always in this Eight of Pentacles energy, how is that being made possible? I don't know, there's this energy, and I guess it connects to your 11th house energy, but when you are around people, there's like a light that brightens inside of you, and that could be where your opposite Leo energy is activated. But it's very healthy and healing, and I feel like I said this to you before. But also, whatever you are having trouble coming to a resolution about mentally, it's in the way that you're viewing or thinking about a situation. That's contributing to the root of it. And that's what's causing, what? How do you say it? Prohibition? Hold on. I'm trying to see if I'm using it in the right context. Am I supposed to be saying prohibition or inhibition? Hold on. Let me clarify for myself. Versus inhibition. Okay, so prohibition generally refers to an external, often legal restriction or ban. Okay, so inhibition. Okay, it's inhibition. While inhibition typically refers to an internal self-imposed restraint or check on behavior. So yeah, release this inhibition. Okay, hold on. But with prohibition, you could be boycotting some shit. Or I don't know, the prohibition was from 1920 to 1933. Shit, history repeats. Anything else from this deck? My throat chakra. I'm gonna stop talking about that shit. Anything else, Lord, for Aquarius? I'm ready to get into the oracle. Okay. That was kind of disturbing how that just happened. Fortune's will, luck and right timing. Words. So yeah, as I mentioned, everything is in divine order. There's nothing to worry about. Please release the worry. Please get out of your head. What is happening with the throat chakra? So fortune's will, luck, and right timing is upright. Resourcefulness is in reverse. Aquarius, August. Beloved, radical acceptance. A lot of twos here. Deep quiet, meditation, and stillness. February 11th could be a significant date. Something could have been very fruitful for you in 2023. You could be stuck in 2023 mentally about something. You have covenant, sacred contract, Aquarius. Horseman, herald of change. Sky bridge, possibility for union. Garden of Venus, rest and renewal in reverse. Yes, babe, relax. And then you have overflow, overwhelm, and plenty. Okay, are we good? Yes, we are. All right. November 7th, February 11th. Only dates I see. All right. February 8th too, possibly. All right. Fortune's Wheel, luck and right timing, horn cactus, resourcefulness in reverse. Beloved, radical acceptance, upright. Struggling to pick these cards up. Deep quiet meditation and stillness. Covenant, sacred contract. Horseman, herald of change. The 30th of August could be significant. Sky bridge, possibility for union. Garden of Venus, rest and renewal in reverse. And then you have overflow, overwhelm, and plenty upright. Some of you don't realize truly how favored you are with this Fortune's Wheel, luck and right timing. Or just how, in addition to how favored you are, just how things are going in your favor, even though it may not, life may not reflect that at this point in time. When it comes to this horn cactus resourcefulness energy, there is, you know, we always hear we have the answers that we need. But I do feel like there is a resource that you have embedded within you that you have not tapped into with this cactus energy. And I feel like whatever you are experiencing through life is pushing you to, I hear, open that vault, open that portal, with us being led to beloved radical acceptance. Also, there is a task that you are assigned to complete with this covenant sacred contract. At this point in time, you're not doing it actively as you are hearing my voice whenever you watch this. And with this deep, quiet meditation and stillness, you know, you are the 11th house. So, which is reflecting you're not doing it. July 11th, that day could stand out for some of you. But anywho, you're very quiet in an area where you're being called to be very active in 27, and I do believe today breaks down to 27. So alignment. With Horseman, Herald of Change, there is change coming. You are about to be connecting with others. There's a change coming in the areas where you have a lack of rest, a lack of renewed energy, you're lacking vitality, and wherever you are feeling restricted, basically, you're going to feel abundant. But it's interesting because you're starting with Fortune's Wheel, luck and right timing. You're ending with overwhelm and plenty. But the in-between to get there. And the Fortune's Wheel, luck and right timing is like you were born destined to accomplish something, to experience a certain lifestyle, to connect with certain people, to honor certain contracts, to ignite and maintain a certain change, to connect, to not be afraid. But it's like for some of you, you're fighting against your own purpose right now. You're fighting against your own calling right now. And that's kind of like what's adding to the worry as well. Because if you were to just step up and step in, you wouldn't have the energetic or even mental room to entertain that energy. Yeah, I said that very well. You could also be seeing 1111 a lot. And you could be making wishes. And if you are the type to make a wish at 1111, I feel like you should switch that with the Herald of Change. Start saying thank you for whatever it is, whatever you wished for, because it is fucking coming in. But this is going to expand throughout time. Since the first number I noticed when we started this was 234, this could be over the next 2 to 3 to 4 months. It just depends. It depends on when you start to put yourself out there. That's truly what it depends on, the timing. And if you don't, then the timing does not apply. Okay. Aquarius, hold on. My drink always gets cold. And I have like 3 damn thermal cup thingies. Do I use them? No, I don't. I don't. Aquarius. What else do you have to say to Aquarius about this? I want the horned cactus. Can you give me more on that, please? Actually, use this first. Yeah, lost compass, getting back to integrity. 8 energy. So yeah, there is something. It's like, I don't know if you're just saying no to your purpose or just rejecting it. But it's like there's so much money, wealth, experiences, people. Just waiting to intertwine and connect and help bring the change that you're calling in. But it's like at this time you're moving throughout the world like a lost soul, and that's not your truth. Especially with your opposite being Leo. Like, you got yourself fucked up, respectfully. But you do. So switch that energy. Yeah. The energy of inhibition needs to cease and desist. Okay? You have anything for Aquarius with this? Yeah, 7 of Swords in reverse. You have, yo, you really don't know how blessed you are. Like, I'm trying to say this in a way where it will really hit your soul, but I ain't there yet, okay? We ain't there yet, but we gonna get there. 10 of Pentacles in reverse, but it wants to be upright. You also have the 4 of Swords upright with the 7 of Swords in reverse. You're definitely in your own way. And the center of all of this is just accept what you were put on this earth to do and do it. You're definitely dragging. And that's even iterated. Like, I could have been live probably about an hour and a half ago, okay? I was doing me, okay? That's the bug. I was doing me, all right? But we could have been done, you know? This could have been uploaded already. But, you know, everything in its timing, true that, okay? However, we do participate in the delay of timing. I know a lot of people don't believe in free will, but it's a motherfucker, okay? That's why people reincarnate and shit, because of how they choose to utilize their free will time. Again, you have a calling to answer to. And you just need to do it like Nike said. Just do it. You remember, who is it? Do it. What's this? Hold on. Y'all know I'm made on the lyrics. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Is it do it to it? You know the world be rocking to it. Okay, that energy. So do it, do it. Yeah, the devil. You could easily break free from whatever this is by just answering the call. Okay, that's the theme. Answer the fucking call. It's like the problems in your head are just problems in your head. And as I mentioned earlier, or just a few minutes ago, if you were to... Do you hear the fucking sirens? I don't know why it sounds like that. Is that a siren? Yeah, it's a siren. But if you were to, expeditiously in the words of T.I., okay, do whatever you feel called to do, then you would remove the devil energy. You would step into the 9 of Cups, and you wouldn't have the time for this worry, sadness, mental conflict to live. And if it's not giving energy to live, what happens? It dies out. So again, you are the solution to your own problems, basically. And it's not something, yeah, deep, quiet, just flipped in reverse. It's not something that's very deep for you to resolve. I don't feel like this is very deep at all. Which I like to go deep, you know? But you're making something very deep. You're making something very complicated. You're making life complicated. It's like Spirit has done their part, so when are you going to do your part? And I don't feel like this has anything to do with the material realm. Yes, being, you know, getting outside, connecting, that's a part of the material realm, but you have a spiritual purpose to fulfill. But it's like you're half doing something. Okay? Yeah, spread your wings. All right, let me bring these back. Aquarius, you may want to watch Taurus's reading. I haven't even done them yet. But yeah. So you have the Nine of Cups again, but in this deck it's well-deserved reward. You also have helpless and hopeless, which would be like the Eight of Swords. It came out as 98, September 8th, or the year 1998. Seek the truth. Relax, okay? We had, this is a countdown though, 987. What else? Aquarius. Opportunity beckons. Teach in reverse. So this is a part of what you're not doing. Okay. What else? Or is there anything else? Okay. You know, 11 energy, yes, you are 11th house, but 11 is Libra too, and I keep seeing that. So I feel like whatever this well-deserved reward and opportunity beckons is for you, I do feel like it's Libra season of next month. However, in August though, August is being represented by helpless and hopeless. It's like the reason why you are not stepping up to the plate in regards to something, like I'm saying baseball, batter up, but it's like, you know, it's your turn to hit the ball, but it's like you're so worried about, what is it called? Is it striking out? Maybe I haven't been to a baseball game in a very long time. Is it striking out or just out? I don't know. But it's like being afraid to disappoint the team, fail the team, right? Now the team could be your spirit team. The team could be your fucking self. So you would just rather not. It's like you don't want to face, I don't know if this is embarrassment in regards to something, backlash. You don't want to deal with the opinions of others. I don't know. Some of y'all really, you don't give a fuck, and that's the problem. That's the problem too. You're missing the 6. You're missing balance. You're missing equilibrium. The 5 is here. The 5 is teach in reverse. So again, there's something, whatever you're doing, there's a way you're meant to connect with the collective, and you're not doing that, okay? Which also is the representation of this 10 of Pentacles. And with strengthening bonds, it's like the more that you choose to not tap in, the more that you become disconnected from yourself, disconnected from your gifts, disconnected from your purpose. But again, whatever you are worried about, relax, okay? There's a successful opportunity ahead. Going back to the last spread, okay? You started with money, you ended with money. You started with, what was it? Well, the Wheel of Fortune energy, luck and right timing, and then you end it with overwhelming plenty. So you're favored. And as I mentioned, you really don't know how blessed and protected. I didn't say protected, I said blessed, but protected too, that you are with whatever it is that you're like not feeling at this time. It's like, let's just say, you go out, you go to the bar, you go to dinner, you do whatever, you take a stroll in the park, okay? You go on a bike ride, you go for a jog, whatever the case may be, right? And then you meet somebody, you connect with somebody, it could be a quick and passing conversation, whatever the case may be. And then it's like, the flow is positive. So now you're about to go their separate way, they're about to go their separate way, and they're like, hey, can I get your number? You go from being inviting to, what the fuck you want my number for? We don't need to progress outside of this immediate interaction. Like, babe, you're blocking your own blessings. Hi love. Rich Royal Rising. Hi Isabella, I appreciate you. Mwah. Rich Rising. Is it Mastodon? Did I say it right? Please correct me if I said it wrong, okay? Because I don't like when people mispronounce my name. And I like to treat people how I want to be treated, okay? Okay. But yeah, it's like you don't want it to progress. Please just relax. Now, it is only at the top, okay? It is. With this, he's on this balcony looking down by himself, okay? I really need to change this nose ring. When you are at a certain elevated level, and when it comes to physical interaction, you just feel disconnected, it's not resonating, you may feel alone, that is really the time. It's like there's a time to be the teacher, there's a time to be the student. When you're not in this energy of feeling the collective, because you're not. But when you're in this energy of not feeling the collective, that's when it is the prime time to really connect with your spirit team, okay? Strengthen that bond. See what's going on. Let them download some messages into you, okay? Let them show you where you need to go next, how you need to move next, Not saying that you have to be attached, which we should never be attached, because attachments do have us reincarnated and shit. But going back to like that scenario of you meet, you have a good conversation. Let's just say, you do business together one time. That's cool. It doesn't have to be a lifetime contract with everyone that you come across. But it's like, think of yourself as a fucking angel. I'm gonna take it there. Think of yourself as an angel. Or y'all remember the show Touched by an Angel? They just uploaded Touched by an Angel on Netflix, okay? But it's like, showing up to be a guide, helping hand, or them be a guide to you, whatever is needed at that point in time between both individuals, because we come across certain people for a reason. At least that's my belief system. Nothing is in vain. That purpose is fulfilled, and then you move on. But it's like, instead of you being that angel and again answering the call, it's like, if it's not guaranteed forever, you would rather not deal. And as a fixed sign, I get it, okay? I get it. However, that's not your purpose, okay? Your purpose, for all fixed signs, are one of our biggest lessons. And I say our because I am a Leo sun, but my North Node is in Aquarius. So hold on, let me fact check the word. Just like I had to do with prohibition versus inhibition. Hold on. Interchangeable. Okay, yes. Fixed signs need to be interchangeable. But it's very difficult to navigate that balance. And if you see with this seek the truth, this is navigating a balance between two minds, being on one accord despite the the mental adversity. But as I mentioned before, you're in your own way. With this helpless and hopeless representing August, okay, he's standing right there, but he has two paths he can choose. And from what it looks like, if he takes this set of steps or this set of steps, he's still going to end up on the same playing ground that he's meant to be in. You have the power to move mountains. The sun is above you, guiding you. So do it, do it, do it, do it. You know the world be rocking to it, so do it. Okay, like the song. All right, let's move on. I feel like I'm just starting to wake up. Okay. Let's go here. 46, okay. Aquarius, outside of that, all right, can I get some other energy for them, please? And thank you. Confirmation. Let's switch it up. Aquarius. Why do I feel like is this the same? Okay. Anything else? Okay. Oh, my nose is itching. Anything else? Mommy water has been very loud. So, ooh, okay. Anything else? Baby, you got the mother of all ancestors out here. And then look at you in reverse, Aquarius. Divine feminine, the void, I love. Anything else? You are participating in something that is, I'm getting throwing you out of alignment or keeping you out of alignment. Because you have Oya protection in reverse. Let me show you. Oya protection in reverse. Magic alignment in reverse. Compassion is in reverse. You do have equalizer, highest self upright. You have Hisabi accountability upright. You have walking meditation, just go in reverse, which is what we've been talking about this whole time. You have Mami Wada, memory. Nana Baruku, essence, she's the mother of all ancestors. Restoration in reverse, divine feminine, the void upright. Don't start. We're having a peaceful rising so far. Okay, thank you. And then we have resurrection in reverse, okay? Y'all know this, what's that song? Try me, try me. That's what them fucking birds are doing. But no, I feel like somebody may try you with this protection in reverse. Okay, going back to the first statement, there is something that you are contributing to, participating in, that is throwing you out of alignment. I honestly feel like this is connected to family. Brother, sister, auntie, uncle, niece, nephew. It's family. Some of you are much more elevated. You're in a different vibratory frequency with this equalizer, higher self being here. Like you are someone to look up to. You know, some of you may be an ancestor in the next lifetime, you know. It's here. It's a possibility, especially if you want to. With accountability, with it being upright, you are taking accountability for something. You could be doing something out of guilt. You could be doing something, you know, you fucked up in the past. You could be, you know, reflecting on it as, or reflecting on the action specifically as paying your debt, paying your dues, giving back, you know. But it's out of, something is out of alignment. Some of you, you could, when it comes to your family or your community, you could already be in some form of leadership. Again, you're looked up to. Whether this is told to you or not, you are looked up to. Um, I feel like there are people that desire aspects that they see in you and them. Whether this is strength, courage, accountability, choosing yourself, boundaries, self-love, self-care, whatever it is, there's something that you're very it's not really like expert at, but it's more so you're very gifted in. Yeah. There's something that you exude. There's a frequency or energy that you exude that is a gift of yours, and people desire that aspect for themselves in some way, which is why you're looked up to, right? For some of you, just you're heavily admired. I don't know. You've done something for whoever I'm talking to. Um, However, you know, we all have a story, we all have a past. You have not always been this way. So there are certain actions and certain things that you contribute to now where it's like, you know, you did fuck up. You're trying to make it right, as I mentioned. But Spirit wants you to stop. The debt has been paid. The karmic due has, you've learned the lesson. People know, whatever you're doing, people know that you don't have to do it. And honestly, going back to the beginning energy, that worry really could be projected onto you by others heavily because they feel something changing. That restricted energy, you know, people could feel restricted from you. And I want to stick to what I say. You're not feeling the people, okay? But there's a reason for that. But with Mommy Wasa is given not being able to quite put your finger on it. She's in the middle of the fucking ocean, okay? But yeah, you can't quite put your finger on it. With resurrection in reverse, something is unchanging. You have Mami Wada here, you got Nana Baruku here, you got Yemaya here, you have Oya here. You have protection and resurrection in reverse though, but memory and essence upright. I don't know. There's something you need to remember. I feel like a lot of you should invest in hypnotherapy if you feel called. But there's something you need to remember. So, and this may be connected to like that gift that you have that you haven't tapped into, that resource, and whatever you're experiencing right now is pushing you to open that vault. It's like there's this energy of someone is people or someone in particular is very self-serving. They take from you and they do give to you, but it doesn't, it honey, it's like they could have kept it for themselves. It's like there's, it's not a lack of appreciation, but it is a lack of compassion. It's like that energy of as long as I know that I have you, I know that I'm good, which creates a codependent connection, which I feel like that's a lesson you're being asked to teach, going back to that teach card in reverse that you're not teaching. Does that make sense? Honey, I'm gonna take this from, yo, my birth time is on the clock. Oh shit. I'll take heed to that too. But it's like whatever this is, remove your compassion. Stop pouring in. This is like trying to wait for the perfect time to do something, execute something, say something. But there isn't, because there's always going to be a reason that comes up for you to not do that, you know? Yeah. Anything else with this for Aquarius? And the relationships that you know are out of alignment that you're entertaining, let it go. Okay? That's what they had to say for this. But oh, also, honey, I didn't even touch on this. With Divine Feminine, the Void, you are a very powerful alchemy energy around you. Like, you are the magician. You have full access to all 4 elements, and you are the 5th element. So answer the call. Literally. Please. You answer it now, by Libra season next month, you'll see a reflection of you doing that. All right, anything else for Aquarius? It's time to play chess, stop playing checkers. And with this 2 worlds, I feel like that's also a reflection of the interchangeable energy of being a student and a teacher. Also with 2 worlds, I do feel like there's a need to experience another world, especially if you be inside. It's time to experience the outside world. That's a separate world versus the haven that you've created for yourself. So this chess game is, what's this? Feels like you're up to something. What are you up to? There's the 6 though. The divine physician, the divine healer, the divine doctor, summer, winter. We're in summer right now. Winter has been coming up though a lot. You have community here. So it's like if you take the advice right now, and by the time we get to winter, you'll be very pleased. Very pleased. And it's like whatever you're concerned about right now will be like that will be a forgotten memory. But there is something you need to remember. But that energy is connected to your family. Are y'all... Jesus. Not on my balcony. Do that shit somewhere else. Fuck. Sorry, the birds. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna have to eat breakfast before I do Pisces. Okay, so community, the Queen of Forces, and reflection. And then on the bottom, you have the garden. I feel like, I don't know if this is like there's something that you're working on, but it's like you may have 2 worlds that are currently separate, but you're struggling to intertwine them in a way that works for you. This could just be, you know, let's just say you're single, like balancing your alone time with dating, you know? It's like you already have your time filled. You already have your preferred whatever going on, but struggling to embody something else. Or it's like, you know, you go from living separately to living together. But it feels like you're struggling with incorporating something. And with the chess game being here, you do have to use your mind to come up with the best solution. But as we mentioned at the beginning, your mind is consumed with shit that really It's none of your concern, which is contributing to the delay of this solution, whatever it is. This is also giving me like, there's something that you could be doing year round that you should make seasonal as well with this summer, winter, and two worlds. Like, I don't know, it's giving like make something an exclusive, you know, or seasonal based, just like, you know, certain plants, um, vegetables, fruit are seasonal based on when you grow them. And yeah, you do have the garden on the bottom. The cardinal agrees. So I don't know. There's especially if you have projects of your own, like reflect on the seasons of success versus the seasons of drought. I don't know. It's like work with the data or the feedback or the reflection of what has already been done. What produced and what didn't. When did it produce and what didn't. I don't know. This is like business mindset energy coming up. You may think you need to, oh, nose is itching, outsource something, but you don't. But you don't need to outsource any, like you don't need to outsource help. You just need to switch some shit up, basically. Like this divine physician card is giving me, like, you know how people have seasonal depression, right? But I don't know, some of y'all could be getting into root work. That's where this conversation is taking me, okay? I don't know. The Queen of Forces could be, but whatever it is, something doesn't need to be readily available to the collective or to people. So, and that's bring me back to Oya protection being in reverse. Like you can't trust everyone. There's not, yeah, well, we know that, but there's something about openness. Like a lot of you need to separate business and pleasure. And if you work from home, it's very hard to do that, I know. However, where there's a will, there's a way. Okay? Okay. You know, don't work in your bedroom. Work in the fucking living room, okay? Or the family room where people would commune. You would host other energies. But there needs to be a separation too. I don't know, take that however it resonates. I'll also bring this to a close. Close this out for Aquarius, please. You have good luck, the horseshoe. You have victory in some endeavors. See, please release the worry, beloved. You have February. Some of you could be a February Aquarius. You don't have to be. You have karma. You will reap what you have sown. Well, it looks like the karma that you will reap is good luck. You know, I don't believe in luck. I believe in favor. But I mentioned you are very favored. You are very blessed. And victory in some endeavor. February is 6 months from now. Baby, a lot can change in 6 months, okay? It really can. You have misunderstanding in reverse. Younger man in reverse. What is this? A meeting with this stranger could be important. You know what this is giving me? It's like someone may not be your cup of tea when you first meet them, but they may grow on you. You know, you may think someone is very immature, very childish. This could be a masculine energy specifically with younger men. You could also think that someone doesn't have a backbone. But I hear, do not judge a book by its character. fuck up a blessing. Yeah. Heart, love, deep affection, and caring. I don't know. Someone could just be nervous. And honey, you judging them because they nervous. Damn, you're harsh, Aquarius. Not fell on the ground, unsuccessful plans. So please stop fighting. Unsuccessful plans fell on the ground. So whatever you're worried about, baby, look. Whatever you're worried about, what does that say? That says great worry over nothing. Okay, that's about to be your title. Great worry over nothing, okay? I think that's the point. When it comes to career, you'll be shown the way, especially if you're unhappy. God got you, okay? But, you know, I'm referencing the physical world, but when it comes to the spiritual world, you got shit to do, okay? Please do it. Yes, please do it. You have torch, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding, okay? That is your concern, the spiritual work, okay? Anything else, great worry over nothing, okay? Yeah. You have mountain, great challenge to overcome. Any challenges or mountains that you're facing, underneath you have staff. You will be taken care of in difficult times, okay? However, that's a struggle for you to receive. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. That is you, okay? Please. Just please. The only word I have is please. Just like I had to say to the birds, please. Please. All right, final card. Maybe the first reading of the day always be the longest. That's cool though. Final message for Aquarius for August until we meet again. We just need one. Just one. Thank you. You have Pegasus. Why can I not think of what Pegasus represents right now? But Pegasus says, transcending, baby. You are transcending, you are transforming. Hold on, I'm about to look into Pegasus real quick. Pegasus. Pegasus is connected to Medusa. Very interesting. Pegasus is a winged divine stallion. Well, as we see, you know, but often depicted as white that sprang from the neck of Gorgon Medusa when she was slain. So, sprang from the neck of Medusa when she was slain. You are safe. Whatever it is, you are safe. Whatever you feel unprotected in, that is an illusion. Okay? Now, not to say you don't need to be out here on your P's and Q's, okay? Not to say you should not have a piece made of steel, okay? Me personally, I fuck with the Second Amendment. But, you know, you're fine. Okay, great worry over nothing. I love you. God bless you. I'm about to do Pisces, but I'm about to eat a snack first. Okay.